Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be playing a IZZET control list. It's going to be a standard best of one list with the average converted mana cost 2.8. It's going to have 5 creatures, 30 non-creatures, and 25 lands. Now, the idea behind the list is to basically play IZZET Fires of Victory, right? And Fires of Victory is a 2 mana instant red card that says if this spell was kicked, draw a card and kick her for 3. So basically you have to cast this for 5 mana, but it says Fires of Victory deals damage to target creature or planeswalker equal to the number of cards in your hand. So how do we do this, right? We pair it with multiple cards. The main card here to pair it with is Silver Scrutiny. Silver Scrutiny is a very good card. You get to draw a card. It's a sorcery that you can cast for flash if you're drawing 3 or less cards, right? If X is 3 or less. So very good. You can make a lot of plays with this, right? So this is our draw card here. Memory Deluge is our draw card, and we have multiple ways to refuel and keep cards into our hands. We have cards that replace themselves, like Consider. We have cards that cycle through our deck, like Big Score and Fable of the Mirror Breaker. And we have your typical counter spells, spot removal, board wipe, and then your top end within Hullbreaker Horror and a single copy of Sphinx of Clear Skies. Now, I called it IZZET Insanity because the list is insane, right? I mean, I love it, right? It performs so well. We also have Haughty Djinn in here, and Haughty Djinn has been such a good card, especially if you want to go the route where you have 4 Haughty Djinns and you copy them with the Fable of the Mirror Breaker. It's just insane. You can also play a more spicy version where you really invest on the Haughty Djinn and you play Jaxus here, and then you copy the Haughty Djinn and go from there, basically, right? So very good card. I've been liking it a lot, and I love this list, right? We have answers to a lot of things. Now the idea here is to counter things instead of spot removing them, like non-creature things. I mean, you know, within the IZZET lists you can't really remove enchantments, but you can counter them because you have access to blue. But you can remove artifacts, but we don't have anything that removes an artifact within this list. We're just really going through the counter spell route. And the reason why we're playing 3 Spell Pierce because it's such a good card, and when you have like a lot of mana, when you have a big score in the list, right? I think it's more prevalent now because of Invoke Despair, right? Invoke Despair is just everywhere, and even like control lists are running Invoke Despair now, or running the sequence of Shieldred into Invoke Despair. So you need something that has 1 mana that counters like an Invoke Despair. You also, Spell Pierce is good in the early game. It's good against Liliana, it's good against removal. It's so good with Hullbreaker Horror. Even if you don't get to counter anything, it's just a 1 mana instant that you can cast with Hullbreaker Horror, and we have 9 1 mana instants to go along with Hullbreaker Horror here. Obviously we have Flameless Bolt that is specifically here for the underdog, and we have Fires of Victory that can remove pretty much anything depending on how many cards you have in hand. We're also running 3 Make Disappears and 1 Negate. I think Make Disappear is still good, but it's only good in the early game, right? I've been struggling kind of with Make Disappear, to be honest, in the late game. So I think the healthier version would probably, if you want to focus, which I do like focusing on countering things early on, you can go 4 Make Disappears and like 2 or 3 Negates even, to be honest. But I was never a huge fan of running just a ton of counter spells because they're always dead cards if you're playing against aggro, or most of the time at least, unless you're going first, and that's all based to luck. And I try to make my decks as skill based as possible as opposed to as luck based as possible, if you know what I mean. You know that you can go the route where you run a lot of counter spells and just cross your fingers and hope to go first, right, and counter everything, but you can go the route where you make a healthy combination of counter spells and removal, and then if you're going second, well, at least you have a playable deck. But if you're going first, well, great, you have counter spells and still a playable deck. So you know what I mean? Like, it's just I try to go the more skillful route than the more luck based route, right, which a lot of players rely on in best of one. So so far it's been performing very well. 3 Burn Down the House, spot removal, very straightforward. We have ramp within Big Score, ramp within Fable here. We have refuel within Memory Deluge, refuel within within Scrutiny, we have counter spells, we have spot removal, and then we have a top end here. Within the mana base, we're playing Thram Portal because I'm playing Sphinx of Clear Skies, and sometimes I play the Thram Portal on another land. I make it into another land, not necessarily red or blue. If it's in the late game and I've drawn a Thram Portal and I want to get more value off of the Sphinx, I usually play this on black or white or green, right? So that our domain now has access to 3 cards instead of 2 within the Sphinx's effect. So that's a fun little tech here. And I initially had 4 Make Disappears, but I lost like 5 games in a row because I just couldn't draw good, and in those very grindy games I kept drawing Make Disappear and it was doing absolutely nothing, like literally nothing against like these very grindy decks that can have a lot of mana and then cast things comfortably into your Make Disappear. And your Make Disappear isn't really going to counter anything in the very late game. So I included 1 negate, and 1 negate has been very helpful here. But like I said, you can have 4 Make Disappears, 2 negates, and like 2 Spell Pierces, right? But I really like the fact that you can make a lot of plays with Spell Pierce, especially when you have treasure tokens. And I think Spell Pierce is a very good card at the moment, mainly because you can counter or make a play, or force your opponent to tap their mana. There's a lot of things you can do with Spell Pierce, right? And I like the fact that it's 1 mana. But also, if you're playing 4 Haughty Djinns, for example, you don't really need make a Spell Pierce. You'd play like Eritize Scorn, or more negates, or more Make Disappears, because Haughty Djinn makes them cost 1 less to cast. So initially your counter spell is going to cost 1 mana if you have a Haughty Djinn on the battlefield. But since I'm only playing 2 Haughty Djinns, I'm gonna play more Spell Pierces instead of more like 2 or 3 mana counter spells, because not a lot of times I'm going to have Haughty Djinn on the battlefield and support it with counter spells. You know what I mean? So yeah, with that being said, that does it for the list. A very precise and very in-depth intro here, very in-depth guide when it comes to the list. Guys, you have to pay attention to the sequencing. You can't, a lot of times you're not going to be able to resolve your Fable on turn 3. You're not going to be able to resolve your big score on turn 4. You're gonna a lot of times you're gonna have to counter or hold up your counter spells, and I can't stress that enough. If you're playing against mono black and you're going second, a lot of times you're going to have to hold up your counter spells, because if you're casting a Fable on turn 3, it's devastating because their follow-up is going to be insane. If you you have to hold up your Make Despair against a Shieldred or a what's it called, a Invoke Despair, right? So yeah, you have to pay attention to the sequencing. You have to be very patient, and you have to pay attention. Always keep in mind of what's coming next, right? What is your opponent going to play next, and how devastating it would be. So worst case scenario, always put that in your mind. So with that being said, thank you guys so much. I hope this has been very informative for all the players that don't really play Control. Watch the gameplay, pay attention to what I've said, what I'm going to say in the gameplay, how I'm going to play, and hopefully you learn something and learn how to play Control even more if you want to get into that domain. But if you already know how to play Control, then just enjoy the gameplay. And with that being said, like the video, guys. It'll help me out greatly. Support the channel, subscribe to the channel, check out the links in the description, become a patron, hit the join button, do what you do. If you can support the channel in any way, then please do. It'll be greatly appreciated. And with that being said, thank you guys again. Can't stress that enough. And I'll see you guys later with another video. Okay? Bye. Alright. 2 lands with fires. Just removal for now. Okay. Playing against mono black, it seems like. Okay. Alright, we're gonna need some lands here. That's for sure. That's fine. Alright, we're drawing lands. That's pretty good. Okay, Trespasser or Shieldred? Okay. Well, maybe we should have kept the counter spell in hand for a make disappear here. Not a make disappear, I meant, what's it called? Invoke despair. I always get them mixed up for some reason. But we're going to refuel here. And I'm certainly going to look for more counter spells. What I'm going to look for here is a counter spell and a
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit when we win. Fine, I'll take my zombies. I'm tired of your secrets.
Okay, we're going to discard the other fires here. Interesting. What do we do? Let's try to hit some lands here. Okay. For our hull breaker at least.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it. Drop it.
Okay. Interesting so far. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it now. Okay. They desperately need to draw, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another underdog, that's fine. Are they gonna crew? They'll probably want to draw off of that, right? We have a Haughty Djinn here, we have a Hullbreaker Horror, so I think we're doing pretty fine so far. Yep. They're gonna go for the damage here. I'm pretty sure they don't want to discard here, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see. I mean, who knows, right? Okay, now they want to discard, sure.
I'm tired of your secrets.
We're gonna go for the Hullbreaker Horror here. They get a okay, they get a Trespasser, that's fine. Can't really cast a Trespasser now. Alright, so no more discard. That's pretty good. But we can't really flash in the Hullbreaker Horror mid-combat, because they can just, you know, minus it, right? Minus the Leon and just kill the Hullbreaker Horror, so we need to hold. We're gonna take this 4 here. Okay.
Knew this was a waste of time.
Okay. Yeah. Desperation mode. That's for sure. Man, the draw is so nice. The draw is so nice. What a card. What a card. IZZET has been kind of insane so far. Yeah, that's okay. Alright, we gotta watch our life total here. Okay. Hmm. One, two, 1, 2. Hold on. See if they want to draw. Okay. Whole Break of Horror doing his thing. I mean, it's just insane, right? We're gonna try again. One, two, three. Yeah, not quite enough. Very devastating. Very devastating. GG's. Oh, poor Mono Black. Alright. Very, very keepable hand here. Very good hand. Okay. Huh. Yeah, we lead with this. Even though it's tapped. Interesting. Blood Tithe Harvester, sure. Okay. Yep. Let's see what happens. Okay. That's pretty good. Spell Pierce is so good in like the first couple of turns. And now we have the upper hand. Well, at least, you know, we are going to. Liliana's fine.
A fight? And you think you can win?
That's okay.
Ah, one of your friends has to leave.
Okay, we might be discarding this Consider here. Because we are going to play Memory Deluge. It's so good against this card, right? But let's see what happens. We might want to... Oh yeah, we're definitely going to counter that. Definitely. The last thing we want is for them to draw. Yeah, they don't want to discard. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's take the land. Even if we draw another land here, that should be fine. Oh, they might have another invoke Despair, huh? Okay.
Play, nothing more.
Yeah, they might have another Invoke Despair in hand.
I'll have this fight finished before
Another
lunch.
Liliana is fine, I guess. That's fine. We can always recover.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
One, two, three, four. Okay. So if it's an Invoke Despair, I think I go for Memory Deluge here, try to find a counterspell. Well, it's a Fable.
Don't overthink things.
Memory Deluge should be really good against Liliana. One, two, three. Okay, we can't cast this for Flash here. So we're just going to have to go for Memory Deluge here. Okay, burn down the house and the Make Disappear. I'll take both.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Okay. Invoke Despair. Yep. You just know. They might have a Voltage Surge here, which would be pretty devastating, but should be fine. Man, these Lilianas are so annoying. I mean, hello? I mean, this is dying anyway, right? So might as well not have them resolve that. They are paying mana. That's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's try to refuel here. Okay, Spell Pierce should be really good with Hullbreaker Horror. Another Harvester, that's okay. And the Fable, sure. And the land. A Trespasser makes an appearance. Alright, so Memory Deluge is gone, which is fine, I guess. Oh, what? Opponent? Yeah, they're going to exile it, but it's fine. I mean, they're gonna crack a blood token here. That's fine. Let's see what they draw. Hopefully, a land or something. Yeah, pretty unfortunate. We're gonna have to counter this. Okay. Yeah, they take the Memory Deluge this time. But I mean, they already misplayed once, so... Wow. Opponent is just, I don't know. I have no idea what they're thinking. One, two, three, four. Okay. Please no invoke despair off the top like that. They don't even get value. That's pretty good. Alright. Let's see what happens. Nice. Alright, so this is where we take off. Okay. Alright, another Hull Breaker and a Fable of the Mirror Breaker, sure. Yeah, that's okay. And that's game. GG's. That was insane. Nice. Alright. 2 lands only, but a ton of interaction in hand. 3 cards that we can do something with in the first couple of turns, right? So I think I'm gonna keep this. Okay. 3 lands now. That's pretty good. Okay, another tapped land. That gives us a ton of space to play with. Yeah. We're just chilling here. Nice. Okay, they missed the land drop, so that puts us ahead. We're already ahead. Wait, I see. Yeah, they have to discard now. Very unfortunate for our opponent. Very, very unfortunate. But I mean, we'll take it. We will take it. Yeah. Alright, they discarded a March. It seems like it's some sort of Esper control list here. We're still hitting land drops, which is very, very fortunate for us. Okay. It's getting to a place where these make disappears and spell pierces are not really that helpful. Okay. Let's just get this down. Make these cost 1 mana. That's pretty good. Might have removal for it, but that's fine. Hero's Downfall. That's not gonna happen. Okay. Let's just put this in the graveyard to boost the power of the Haughty Djinn, and we're drawing so many counter spells. That's so good. So good. Alright, so I think we up the pressure here. Okay. We still have 3 counter spells up against their 5 mana. 3 counter spells. That's game. Sure. Okay. Try to resolve that. Yeah, I knew about that. Okay. Man, having mana always puts you ahead. Always. That's not gonna happen. And that's game. GG's. Nice. That was really good. Alright. Counterspell, removal, fires, and a hull breaker. We're missing a draw card. Yes, that's what we're missing. Okay. Play this. We're playing against Mardu, which is interesting for sure. Okay. This should be very interesting here. Actually, let's just kill the braids here. Let's keep this counter spell for something very, very important here. But they're getting to their 4th mana, so this is going to be red. Let's just hold up the counter spell here. I mean, it is a Fable turn, but why are you playing Thalia? Makes no sense. GG's. Board. Nice. Alright, keep this. We have a removal piece. We have draw a card. We have the lands for it, and we have a board wipe. So, how bad can it really be? We just need a what's it called? We need a counterspell, but it's mono red, it seems like, so that's pretty good. I think it's pretty early for that. This might be our only hope here. Yeah, it seems like it. So let's just play this tapped so that we can Memory Deluge next turn. Let's see what their 3 mana play is. If it's a Stormseeker or a Squee, I'd rather target that. Okay. Sure. If that's it, then that's pretty good for me. It's not like mono red is going to have protection anyway, so nice. Another fires. That's pretty good. Okay. All right. I mean, what are they going to be able to do here? Yeah, their hand seems to have a lot of removal, but that's pretty good for us. That means no creature pressure, right? No constant pressure, at least. Once they use up all these removal spells, then they're going to have to apply more pressure here. Devastator. I think we're gonna have to kill that, to be honest. Man, these fires are so good. That's insane. Alright. They might have another one. Oh, it's a Raiju. Oh, that is interesting. Yeah, I think it's a Memory Deluge turn here anyway. Interesting. Okay. Well. Are you gonna take the Fable here? And the fires, I think. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, we're gonna take some damage. That's for sure. But they only have 1 card in hand, which is pretty good for us. Another consider. I'll definitely take that. I love this card. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What a card, bro. How is this even a thing? Hello? Let's get Fable down. The card is so underplayed, it's insane. Another burn down the house, I'll keep that for sure. How are you gonna discard a burn down the house, bro? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not gonna... Nope. Stirring up the aggression here. We dealt with pretty much everything, right? It's another Raiju. Sure, you want to race? I'll race. Okay. We're definitely playing with fire here. Sure. Face or the reflection? Good game. Nice. We played that so well. That was good. Alright, Spell Pierce is... well, at least we're going first, so that's pretty good. Because if it was just a counterspell hand while going second, that would have been awful. Alright. Yeah, it is too early for the Thram portal here, but nonetheless, we're just gonna try here. Okay, they passed. That's pretty good. Okay, we're getting close to this big score, which is pretty good. Should help us a lot here. Really? Okay. That's unfortunate. Nothing. Okay. Let's see what you're gonna try to resolve here. Stormseeker. That is not gonna happen, friend. Yep. We might soak in Zon and try to block this, but I'm pretty sure they have removal in hand. Alright. Okay. Okay. Okay, these counter spells are getting really, at least the Spell Pierce. I should have discarded this Spell Pierce here. Okay. Nice. At least Spell Pierce has something here. That must be so annoying for our opponent here. It's insane. Sure. Alright, so they're gonna remove the Shaman here. Okay, no removal. That's pretty good. Kicked. Kicked, huh? That's what we're doing. Okay. I'm slamming this for sure. Okay. This is so good against creature decks. I mean, that's why I have it, right? And they're gonna try to remove it now. Tail swipe. Okay. Pay the ward. Nice. And now what? Yeah. Pay the ward. That is not gonna happen, opponent. Not gonna happen, friend. GG's. Too easy. Too easy. Alright. We're gonna keep this. Let's try it out. Okay. This might be green-white enchantments. Nice. Okay. Fires is pretty nice, but let's see what they play here. Okay. All right. So far, so good, I guess, for us. I mean, our hand is pretty decent. I just want them to invest, like really invest. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I knew they can do that in response, but there's nothing we can do about that. It's very annoying. So their hand might be really removal heavy here. Okay, we can't wipe the board. Alright. They might resolve like a Hallowed Haunting here, which is very devastating for us. Alright, now we need to wipe the board. One, two, three, 1, 2. Yeah, they can pay the ward for the Sphinx as well. Not a good play at all. What do we do? Okay, let's wait. Let's wait. There's nothing we can do right now that is of any value to us, because I'm just thinking about what they have in hand. They can recover easily. Uncharted Haven. Okay. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Wandering Emperor. We can counter an Emperor here. But they might have that channel enchantment that bounces something. Okay. Alright, we just know they have a lot of removal in hand, so we need to play more carefully here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, negate is pretty good. Now at least we can play the Sphinx here. One, two, three. Okay. Annoying. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Has to resolve though. Our best hope is the Sphinx here. Okay. Can't let that happen. We need to draw better. Alright, this is going to be white, so that our domain is good. And I'm just going to cast this now, just to see our options before I decide to attack or not. If we can get a removal piece, that'd be good. No removal, but we have a Haughty Djinn and a Hullbreaker Horror. Okay. Okay, how bad would it be if we were to attack? I guess we can still see our options. Because the chances are they'd want to remove the Haughty Djinn here. See what we get. Okay. They're gonna put the Flame Blessed Bolt in one pile and the Memory Delusion another. I think I'm gonna put the Flame Blessed Bolt pile in my hand. Choose. Sure. Yeah, I think we pass here. Alright, they might want to channel now. Okay, I wonder what they have, like, why are they playing like this? It's a 4-turn clock with this Sphinx, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mana. I don't think we go for the Hullbreaker Horror just yet. I think we wait. Okay. Playing this to invest on domain is very good. Very good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Circle of Confinement. Okay. It's expected. 1 mana circle. 1, 2, 2. Okay. We have to let this go. Sure. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. I guess we're not drawing. Let's kill this before they can resolve another removal spell against the Sphinx here. pressure. They can attack to draw a card, which they will. Unfortunate. We need a land here so that we can make something happen with this Hullbreaker Horror. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need a land. We really do. We're at 5 life. We're at 6. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get a land here. We're gonna pass. We're gonna play this Hullbreaker Horror. 1, 2, 3. I guess we can take the damage first. Okay. And a circle. Alright. That isn't really going to do anything here. GG's. Nice. Pretty good.